What is shock value and how I came up with the name is like, I came up with the name shock value by everything that I do be shocking, like, to the public, meaning like they won't expect me to do this, or they wouldn't expect me to do this, and so it'd be like shock value. And I always hear people like, when me and Justin work together, that's shocking, you know. That song was very shocking how it came about, and you know, whoa, like, I couldn't believe y'all said this, and like the whole album, when I was doing it, everybody was like, I'm gonna put this person, I'm gonna put that person, and they like, for real, like, so that's how I came up with the title Shock Value. And some of the other guests on Shock Value, which is a lot, like, I mean, Dr. Dre, the Fallout Boys, the House, Elton John, and of course, Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
And of course, it's a shocking experience.
Yeah.
How did I come up with the lineup? Some of the artists that I wanted to work with, yeah, I'm a fan of a lot of the artists, but I just listened to a lot of music that they'd done, and just some records. I could hear which artists who took time wants them done. Like, oh, I figured out that if I do a lot of listening, who could I do this with, who could I do that with, who could I do such and such with, was kind of like, yeah, and Justin too. He threw out some ideas, and it kind of bounced back and forth.
When I heard about everyone who was going to be featured or contributed to the record, the first thing I thought was Quincy Jones, back on the block, and to me that's what Tim is. He's a modern day Quincy Jones to me, and this, but we started working together on a couple of songs here and there, and I didn't even know I was gonna end up. I don't think either of us knew, and that's that I'd be doing as much as I did on the record. It was just that's kind of how we work. But when he said we're gonna put the Hives on this record, it's funny because we listen to music the same way. So I can hear anytime a name would come up, I could exactly hear how he's gonna fit them into his world, and that's what this album is that's what makes it unique for me. That there's such a diversity with the Hives, the Fallout Boys, but also there's Missy Elliott, Dr. Dre. I mean, that's 50 Cent. I mean, that's two completely different ends of the spectrum as far as music sonically and to me, and he makes them fit, like it's nothing, and that's what I think is cool about this record.
Working with Justin from the last Future Sex Love Sound, he came up with this thing called the Rat Pack, which had been done in the 60s. He told me I was a total completion of it, because it was Nelly, then it was him, and it had to be a third wheel, which would be me, That was kind of the big thing, if I wanted to do it or not, and I said if I do it, it had to be like a collector's item. Like, I mean, I'm an artist. I mean, I lead up to them, and so that's what they do. So plus he's a songwriter and an artist. So, and we can both entertain. If you just gave us pots and pans and spoons, I mean, we can make the best.
Yeah, we can make music out of it.
Yeah, we can please the artist. My thing was, how do I make this album that's not so focused on me as an artist, but me as a sound-driven guy, a music guy. So with the help of doing both albums kind of brought me up to that light, and I figured this album will help pop music change, so it won't be so bubblegum. because of a lot of age, and I did what, you know, Jimmy Ween always told me, like, this is where I saw rock going. What I did to the rock side, the portion of the record, he said, this is where I see rock going. Rock always has the same beat. What you did is gave it a loop adding, and which I said, the person who does that is gonna change the whole vibe of rock, and it's gonna be groundbreaking. And he said, you did this with an album. And having Justin's input, he has already still hype from the Future Sex Love sound, and I feel that he didn't get a lot out because it was only 12 songs.
Yeah.
So he had more to get out, but we knew we had to cut it short. So I said, you might as well do come in and be like a producer with me and give an input. I just take it from there, just to complete the Rat Pack. So now Nelly has hers, he has his, and now it's my turn, you know, and I hope it sells as much as they do. I mean, they got a great hit start. I'm still, they passed me the baton. They already passed the line, so we'll see. What do I want the fans to walk away with when they walk out of this album is me and Justin are two bad dudes. and
That's what it should be.
that's what it's about. It's not about I just put it together. I want to get this artist, I want to get that artist I've been building up.
I think why Tim and I are having a good success lately is because I felt like we don't take the people that listen to our music for granted. And we don't dump our music down for them. We don't make them feel like we are trying to give them a cookie or something. And we make music for ourselves and for people that listen to it. I gotta say that, because when you can treat a music fan like they're stupid. I think as generations go by, as I said, in my generation, I feel like the people just like what they like, you know. It has become diverse as the people, as America and the world has become, you know, so filled with all different types of culture, different places, you know, as we continue to travel the world. And I felt that has an effect on music. And like I said, this is a product of that, you know. You got people who maybe even 5 years ago, me and Fall Out Boys, me and Hives, we wouldn't even be on the same album. And even 5 years ago, and I think that it tells how far our music has come, you know. Come leaps and bounds, like I said, two kinds, good or bad. And everybody that's on this record knew that the other people on this record, they wanted to be a part of that. So that goes to show that, to me, what it shows, that the community of musicians and artists, you know, it really, you know, regardless of the picture that gets painted in the media, it's strong, you know. We all listen to each other's music and we all love each other's music, and that's who listens to this album. Everybody that's on this album listens to this album.